Okay, here we go. This is Garrett. The Lord has been really blessing me with this game, Dune Imperium. The depth to it, the strategy. I mean, it's really cool. In my opinion, it's definitely worth $23. And the replayability of the game, you could replay this for years and years if you want to. And the game is only in early beta. They're going to be adding to it without a doubt. Let's take a look at the leaders. Paul Atreides. He's pre-science. You may look at the top card of your deck at any time. So what that means is you can look at your top card and see what it actually is. And then his signet ring, it's discipline. When you play the ring, you get a card. Card draw is really good. I would say his leadership, well, his ring is really good. Being able to look at the top card, that's not my favorite in the game. Let's take a look at Count Rachis. He's a ruthless negotiator. Whenever you pay solarium for the cost of board space, you get a free card. Okay, so you can build up cards here. His signet ring, when you play his ring, manufacturing, you get 1 solarium. All right. Let's take a look at the Beast Raban. He was really cool in the movies. You start the game with additional resources. Okay, so you get 1 spice and you get 1 solarium. That is pretty good right there. That gives you a jump start on the board. Yeah, as of right now, that's looking really good. But let's see what the ring does. Okay, when you play the ring, you can get 1 troop support place or 2 if you have a faction with an alliance. So what do I think about that? Getting 1 troop support? That's pretty good. He gets a head start on turn 1, and every time he plays his ring, he gets troop support. Yeah, he's looking good. Now, there's something very serious I want to share with you. Quite often when we're sick, that is actually a specific demon attacking us. Now, if you haven't heard this before, or if this is the first time that you've ever heard this, you probably think that that is really weird. But if you've been studying spiritual warfare for a while, you've learned this a long time ago. That a demon can attack our nose and make it stuffed up. He can attack our chest, give us congestion. He can attack our lungs and give us asthma. He can attack us and give us a temperature or a headache. Most of the colds and flus that we're getting is actually an evil spirit attacking us, and we are under attack. Let's continue. Let's look at Earl Memnon Thorvald. When you take a high council seat, now you're going to do that only 1 time in the game. You get an intrigue card. When you take a high council seat, yeah, we do that only 1 time, so you're only going to get 1 intrigue card. When you play your ring, you get 1 spice. All right, that's about average. About average there. Duke Leto Atreides. Leto Atreides is Paul's dad. And Paul himself, when he gets married to the Fremen woman, Shani, and they have a baby, they name the baby Leto after his dad. So that's really cool. Let's go back to the Duke. Sending an agent to a green board space costs you 1 Solaria less. That could be very beneficial over a 10-round game. Yeah, that could really help out. His ring. You pay 1 spice and you gain 1 influence with a faction where an opponent has more influence than you. That's very beneficial. Gaining a faction influence. Yeah. So Duke Leto's looking pretty good right now. Not any better than a couple of the other ones, but he's looking pretty good. Let's take a look at Helena. I play her sometimes. Why? Because enemy agents don't block your agent at green or blue board spaces. You see, what happens is when your opponent grabs a board space first, you're blocked from that space. Everybody's blocked. So I've been playing her because you can play anywhere. Now her ring, it's okay. Basically, during the reveal phase of the game, you can remove like a favorite card of yours and you get a 1-point discount. So like if a really good card pops up and you're almost able to buy it, you can play her ring. You can remove the card, save it for yourself, and get it at a discount. Right now I've got a temperature. I'll tell you straight, that's a demon attacking me. If you got a temperature, that's a demon attacking you. What we want to do is we want to work on humbling ourselves more and letting the terrible pride go. At the same time, maybe praying more than we normally do. We got 2 leaders left. The Baron Harkonnen. Wow. All right. Okay, look at all this. At the start of the game, secretly choose 2 factions. When you deploy 4+ troops to the conflict in a turn, and you're going to do that for sure, reveal your choices and gain 1 influence with each one. So basically, you get a 1-point head start with 2 different factions. Okay. And when you play your ring, you can pay 1 Solari and get an intrigue card. That's not bad. Not bad at all. The Countess, I don't like her. I hate seeing her face look like that when she beats me in fights. Spice Addict. Whenever you harvest spice, gain 1 spice less. You get 1 spice less, but you draw a card. And drawing a card is extremely valuable. When you play your ring, you get water. So who's the best out of these? We're going to do a tier list after I have about 200 or 300 hours in the game. Right now, I probably have about 50 hours in the game. I've been playing a ton. So there's the leaders and their abilities. Some of them look really good. For example, the Beast, he looks really good. Duke, he's looking okay. And then the Countess, every time you play the ring, you're going to get a water. Paul, when you play your ring, you get a card. The Baron, he's very popular, very popular. So, I'm sorry, this was the Duke right here. He's not the Duke. This was the Duke. There's the leaders. When you get sick, you're most likely under spiritual attack from a demon. So let's humble ourselves and start praying more than ever before.